Alright guys, you're watching me on the test drive, and I am taking my first ever drive in an Acura Integra A-Spec with the 6-speed manual. That's the key. No CVT here. This is the top trim until the Type S comes out. So this is a direct competitor with that SI, and I've been wanting to drive it on a road like this. So I'm not going to talk too much. I'm just trying to enjoy this drive, see how this 6-speed does. The steering already and the handling is phenomenal, like you've already read everywhere else. Engine has a nice exhaust note, kind of a deep growl back there. One thing I will tell you is this does ride actually really well. It's a pretty comfortable ride involved, you know, combined with these comfortable seats. So I have not downshifted yet. I think I'm in, I don't even know what gear I'm in. Second, let's see here. Here's third. Clutch is nice and light. I did have a little bit of, it's a pretty long travel. I love how the shifter falls to hand. I love the feeling of that, nice and small. Now, what can I do? I can put this in sport mode, comfort, but sport should do definitely, oh yeah, the steering definitely stiffer now. It's telling me I'm getting too close to that Accord in front of me. Ah, I love, now I have rev matched downshifts. So yeah, not trying to review this. There's so many reviews out there. I just wanted to take the opportunity to have some fun, which I'm not at all with all the traffic in front of me. Go ahead and tilt my seat back. So the seats are really comfortable. Got lumbar on this seats. I do like the gauges. I like them nice and clear, all digital. Again, pretty much Civic kind of vibe in here. You already know that, but it does take it up a notch with these red seats. You do not have this grille all the way across, so I actually like the vibe and look of this interior a little better. Hopefully we'll get it out onto the highway here. I'm going to turn on the air conditioning because it's hot. Oh, I think that pulls really nice. Yeah, 3,000 to 5,000 I think is the sweet spot. Yeah, that pulls really good. Nice clicky knobs. I feel like I'm in an Accord actually, but I am really impressed with how this falls to hand. I wish this armrest would be a little closer for me. I'm reaching for it. I don't, unless it's back. Let's go ahead and put it down. 4th gear, 5th gear, 6th gear. Okay. All right, here we go. Downshift. Oh, but the handling is really confident around these long sweepers. 5th gear. And now let's throw it in 6th gear to see how she cruises. Yeah, pretty high RPMs, 2,700 at 70 miles per hour. Not surprising. Oh, good brakes. 2nd gear. Oh, what did I do? I dogged it. There we go. All right, keep it under control. Yeah, this is fun. So a little bit more polished than the SI, but not so much polish to take the fun out of it. This is a really fun car to drive, guys, if you like manual and you like to do all the manual shifting. Let's just go and see what we got here in white. Not a lot of color choices right now. So as far as looks go of the Integra, it looks way better in person, especially when you just had a good time driving it. It takes a little bit of while to warm up to. It's a long car, and you know, you just got to get used to the fact that it's a little longer when you see it in person than you see it in some of the photos. But I like it in white. I think it wears white really, really well. Now back here is where I think the Honda Civic hatch, because that is a great opening, but the lift over and down, whereas the Civic hatch just comes out a lot flatter. So that's really the only knock. But man, you put the seats down, put mountain bikes back here. This does have the limited slip, another nice feature. And then all Civics, all Integras have, I'm pretty short and my head is hitting back here, but which is just really a subtraction from how much leg room you got. So a little far away from the, I can't quite get my seat adjusted to where I'm close enough to put the clutch all the way in, but I don't feel like I'm crowded up on it. So yeah, there's just enough exhaust note in here. This is a pretty crappy pavement and this feels really comfortable. Now, can you drive this slow? I have a little bit of issue taking up second. Third is good. Oh man, I do miss my manual, guys. This makes you want to go back to a manual. This is just so good. The last manual I really tried to buy was a GLI manual, and it was long throws and rubbery, and just could never warm up to that manual. The clutch was fine though. Second gear was so tall. All right. All right, merging here. Yeah, you really got to get that engine up above 3,000 to get that turbo going. I'm sure the sound system, we got the ELS Studio 3D. I'm sure that's awesome. Definitely a decent trip car. No, it's not. I've heard some reviewers complain about the road noise. I think it's fine, and I'm picky. So if you watch any of my videos, I'm really picky about road noise. This isn't bad at all. Let's get it down to 6. All right, we are in the highest gear. Again, 60 miles per hour, almost 2,500 RPMs. Kind of wish 6 were a little longer than that. But yeah, this just harkens back to the Hondas of, you know, and the Acuras. I know there's been a lot of complaining that these aren't really Integras of old. But you do have that Type S coming out with that 300, that Type R engine. All right, and then all my fun just got sapped away. Okay, guys, well, anyway, this was a quick drive. Now, I really didn't get to spend enough time in the Integra to form any hard conclusions. But the one thing I do feel strongly about, again, just my opinion, is that you really do need to get this with the manual, which means you need to get the top trim A-Spec with the technology package. Now, I just wasn't impressed enough with the interior or the overall looks of the Integra to have to get this with a CVT and save some money. If I were going to do that, I would probably seriously look at the regular old Civic and the Sport Touring with the hatch. No, it's not as sporty, but it's pretty close. Now, I do think the A-Spec with technology, with the 6-speed, I do think it's almost
not quite, but almost worth the $38,000 price. You do get some very nice goodies at that price point. You get the excellent stereo, and it's hard to find something else that actually competes at that new car price point. Now, another one that does come to mind, now it's a little softer, it's not as crisp and fun, is the Mazda 3 hatch manual. That's got probably more of a luxury vibe to it, and that's going to come in right around $32K, so pretty good buy there compared to the A-Spec. But the Integra 6-speed, it's probably unmatched. This car is a lot of fun, but the 6-speed is the way I would get it.
Let us know what your thoughts and opinions are. I absolutely had a blast driving this, and would love to hear your comments and questions about anything Acura, anything Honda. This manual, would love to hear about it. So definitely give a thumbs up, and as always, have a great day, morning or evening, wherever you may be.